Welcome back to the COTI Show, your monthly roundup of everything happening across the COTI ecosystem. I'm Calvin, and this September has been all about growth. From new ecosystem partners to major business development updates that strengthen COTI's privacy layer. Let's dive straight into what's been moving. This month, we're welcoming 3 new ecosystem partners, teams either building on COTI or providing services that strengthen our network.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Brad from the business development team here at COTI, and I've got 3 quick updates to share with you this month. So first and foremost is new additions, new arrivals to the ecosystem. Want to say a big welcome to Accumulated Finance. Accumulated Finance are building out the other half of DeFi on COTI. So they bring to you staking, restaking, and lending. So very new use cases, and I love their approach. It's an interoperable approach. They are multi-chain, and it gives users high mobility across different networks, and that gives COTI the opportunity to show good incentives and acquire new users. So huge welcome to them, and I'm excited for what comes next. Second new arrival this month was Landstellar, a novel RWA play that really links microfinancing banks in Nigeria to stablecoin liquidity providers. In turn, that gives businesses in Africa quicker access to capital at more affordable rates than the interest rates provided by central banks. So cheaper, faster access to capital in Africa, a fantastic solution, and can't wait to see more of them on mainnet. Second update from me is around our incumbent partners. So I'd implore you to go and look at 2 this month. The first is Veilex. They now have staking and mining live, so you can get exposure to the Veilex token ahead of their fully private launch on COTI. The second is on Syncra. Syncra have made it possible for you to launch your own DAOs, your own proposals, and with that, we get confidential voting on a public blockchain for the first time at speed and cost effectiveness. And finally, grants program. So we have a busy time, as we always do. I'm pleased to say we have quite a few opportunities now at the end of the funnel. So hopefully next month we'll have some new projects to bring to you. As always, across a good variety of different disciplines. And I also want to say congrats to the ambassadors. I think a few of the new additions in the short term will be a result of their work. I'm excited to show you which projects they are. And yeah, that's it for this month. See you next month.
Snag, a project focused on digital asset tooling and ecosystem growth. We caught up with their team live at Token 2049 in Singapore, where they shared how they're building alongside COTI to simplify digital asset management and bridge communities across ecosystems.
Yeah, we're here at Ritz-Carlton Hotel, Token 2049, Singapore, and we're here with Zach. Zach, you want to introduce yourself? Or?
I'm Zach, CEO and co-founder of Snag Solutions. Prior to starting Snag, my co-founder and I were early team at DoorDash. So we're an incentives and token distribution platform. We help track and reward any blockchain contribution, any social contribution, of course, Web3 social channels and TikTok, YouTube, etc., in order to reward users for real contributions to project growth.
Yeah, so Snag's been really tremendous for COTI. We've been using it on the back end of our Earn platform that we've recently launched, earn.coti.io. Can you tell me more about how other projects are leveraging it and how the experience has been with the COTI team?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been awesome working with COTI. I actually think you all did more with our APIs faster than any other team so far. So huge kudos to the tech talent on your end. In terms of Snag, we really help you grow your ecosystem intelligently by tracking and rewarding what matters most for you as a chain. So obviously driving actual blockchain transactions, liquidity provided, TVL bridged, etc. matters, but you can only get there once you're out there telling the story. And so we really help pair blockchain contributions with social contributions, referral marketing, and other key growth tactics that help you leverage what makes your protocol unique to reach the crypto masses.
Can you talk about who some of your other clientele are and like who primarily uses Snag?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with blockchains like Flow Blockchain and Ape Chain. They use more of our off-the-shelf tooling and front-end template product. And then as an API provider, we recently powered the season 1 of the OpenSea Rewards program, and are working with several other major applications that'll be launching soon.
Very cool. Yeah, so what makes you excited about the Snag COTI partnership?
Yeah, I mean, so we work with at least a dozen blockchains, and one thing that's really struck me about COTI is that the blockchain is not the end goal, right? Like it is a privacy technology, and it's something that can be deployed on any chain and work well with the new class of fintechs that are starting to build on crypto rails. So really excited to be a part of that future with you all.
Before we jump into this month's events, we've got a special segment with one of COTI's ambassadors, Tracer. This month, Tracer is sitting down with Brad to take a closer look at the DeFi side of the ecosystem, diving into decentralized exchange, growing communities, and a deeper look at Veilex, one of the newest projects joining COTI. Let's check it out.
If you had to pitch Veilex in 60 seconds, what would it sound like?
Okay, so I would say I'll contradict the name. So Veilex are not just a DEX. It's like the core of a DeFi hub. So I would describe them as a DeFi hub. So at the center is a privacy-centric DEX. It will allow you to do confidential swaps. You'll be able to undertake like yield provisioning, and you will be able to have like confidential transfers, confidential balances, what you would expect in a private DeFi ecosystem. But they're not just a DEX. So if you want an all-in-one platform, that is Veilex. So they will also give you a launchpad if you're launching a new token and you want like fair bonding curves. They will also give you a platform to mine the Veilex token. They'll give you a platform to stake. So it is more of a hub for DeFi than just a DEX. But as far as the DEX goes, it is a private DEX, which is pretty next generation.
So Veilex is a grantee that came through the ambassador pipeline. Can you tell us a little bit about their roadmap?
Yes, so they're live today. So on mainnet, you can go and check them out and you can engage with them. So please do. Stage 1 of the roadmap is to introduce mining. So today you can mine the Veilex token for free on their platform. And you can also stake COTI to augment the mining rate. So that's what you can do today. That was like milestone 1. After that, we'll have the next generation privacy preserving spot decentralized exchange to be able to swap tokens in a confidential manner. And thereafter, we'll move into a private launchpad, private staking, and then a bit further down, once they've done developing all of that, we will start to look at, expanding them into different ecosystems, maybe Ethereum, maybe Solana. And we'll see if we can get privacy on demand to play a role there so that they keep that like private ethos that they have on COTI.
So why is it important for a new ecosystem like COTI to have multiple DEXs? What is the benefit?
It's important to have many DEXs because first and foremost, every user has different preferences, right? Like I could go to Bancorp and I can work with their DEX and I might love their like recurring trading strategies and I might just like their user experience. But I might like Veilex because I have a DeFi hub and I only have to get used to one platform. Once I know my way around, I can do everything in DeFi in one place. And then you have Privex or Privex, and they're a perpetuals DEX. So I get an entirely different experience again. So first is about the user experience. The second is each of those DEXs have their own communities or will grow their own communities. And as a network, the biggest benefit to us is the amalgamation of all those communities, right? That's much stronger than like one siloed community. And then I think the final thing was if you look at like Arbitrum, for example, or most layer 2s, there'll be a list of about 10 DEXs. And as a network, we want to give a fair ground for competition. We want to support all of those DEXs, and we believe we've currently got the right number. And then, you have the true law of competition, and we get, more volume on the network, which is what we want, and it's what our partners and our DEXs want as well.
It's been a busy month on the ground for the COTI team. From Singapore to Seoul, we've been connecting with builders and partners across some of the biggest events in the space. Let's check in with Robert for a quick recap of the highlights and where you might spot COTI next.
Hi, Robert here from Events. We've had 2 events this month, vibe coding events, one in Japan. We traveled to Tokyo, where we had one as a side event of the Japan Blockchain Week. We had visitors from the ETH Tokyo conference and from the hackathon. Second one was in Bangkok. It's our most visited yet. Big crowd, very engaged. It was really cool to see people connecting to the network and to each other. Yeah. The community is growing, and we're going to keep in tune with them to scout any new projects. Live streams. Big theme has been agents to offer automation to interact with the network. We've had AutoGPT, Crew AI, Agno, Pedantic, a few others. This will continue for now. If you're building, be sure to join our sessions on that on Fridays. They are open for the community to jump in. Next, now that the Hacken report is released, we're going to re-invite them again to talk about that, of course. And we're in talks with Privex to talk about the new perp DEX they released. Beyond that, of course, more events to come and preparations for Argentina.
Once again, to wrap things up, let's hear from COTI CEO Shahaf Bar-Geffen on where the ecosystem stands today and what's ahead as we close out for Q3 and head into the final stretch of the year. Here's Shahaf with his thoughts on September and the road forward for COTI.
Hey everybody, this is Shahaf. I'm making this video from an airport where I spend most of my days as of reset, but I'll do everything to make a swing. So this month has been about fundamentals and laying strong foundations, and boy did we need that. So we upgraded our mainnet and we're working on another serious upgrade, and right now we're just beating everybody out there in terms of privacy and performance. And it's not just us that say that. Even our auditors, Hacken, when they produced their report, said that it's been a blessing working on such a supreme technology. Now, these abilities paves the way for DeFi, and we want to be very, very strong in DeFi. And in fact, we are. We are now top 35, and even beat Polygon in terms of perp DEX's volume. But I plan that we will be top 10 when it comes to perp DEX's volume, and perp DEXs are all the rage right now. So we signed quite a few DeFi partnerships, working very closely with the team on integrations, and expect to launch a few things. Privex is already live, and I think this will be a crown jewel. Every chain needs a strong perp DEX, especially now. And we have Privex, so Privex will be perp DEX plus privacy plus AI, and nobody can do what we can do with Team Privex and what they run on COTI. So again, my goal is to be top 10. We also laid the foundation for private tokens by both creating the code, creating the documentation, so that everybody can make private token, anybody can launch one through Vibe code or through irregular type of coding. But the beautiful thing is that you can do that with MetaMask send receive view. We are excited about this. MetaMask is excited about this. This is coming very soon. So the foundation for private payments is also there. We then hosted several RWA event, real world assets event with top people from the major funds, governments, the Google, the Fireblocks of the world, you name it, and the banks, of course, and to align ourselves with them and what they want to do, so we can work on pilots and proof of concept. So when we are aligned with institutions and this future is coming, we want to be ready with great fundamentals. Lastly, we laid the foundation for the new era of developers that are armed with AI tools. We did that. There's been quite a few ongoing events. I participated in one in Bangkok a few days ago, and it was amazing. The room was vibing, full of people. Stayed there for hours, didn't even eat the pizza, just feel things. And for me, there's no greater compliment to a founder than seeing people using what you're building. And I think our approach is quite amazing. We made it darn simple. Anybody can participate. We want the normies. We want those who are not already developers, who are not already developing on Web3. We created a brand called Yaro that leads this education, leads at the front, and you know, just gives away free education, and people can you know, make their dreams come true and build things that they wanted to build, and COTI benefits from it because they're building on top of our stack of our things. We launched COTI Earn, and this allows us to incentivize folks that are being part of the COTI ecosystem, and you know, reward you for being part of this journey. And in terms of fundamentals and foundation, we now have the tech abilities, the builders are here, and the incentives are here. Mix all three, oh, rocket fuel. So I'm very excited of what's coming. Stay with us.
That wraps up the COTI show for September. It's been a huge month. Big thanks to everyone building, contributing, and showing up for COTI around the world. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at COTI Foundation and keep up with our events at stay.coti.io. I'm Calvin, thanks for watching and see you in October. Stay COTI.